4 events down and 4 to go, the Eastern Cape's Volkswagen Algoa Rally marks the turnabout in the season for the National Rally Championships. A night start in Humansdorp will see the 35 entries into 9 special stages before the first regroup at the Storms River Bridge. The service crews and drivers are immediately put under pressure as last-minute adjustments to the vehicles must be made under the blanket of darkness. Adjusted and then readjusted, the powerful halogen spotlights playing a vital role right from the very start. Having been drawn fourth on the starting lineup, Sarah van der Merwe must carry the number 4 on his doors, something the superstitious van der Merwe refuses to do. The Roman numerals IV are eventually accepted by the organising stewards. Car 1 Nissan's Hannes Grobler and Douglas Judd have no objection to their number as they start the event ahead of 7 very competitive Class A cars. Second off the start line and into stage 1 are the championship leaders Serge Damso with navigator Vito Bonafide in their Toyota Conquest. Stage 1 is a short 1-kilometre sprint through the back streets of Humansdorp. Designed as a spectator stage for the local folk, the 90-degree bends are packed with people, eager to see these powerful four-wheel drive machines in full cry. With South Africa's best rally drivers in action, the crowds are not left disappointed. Once out of town, the stages open up, giving the cars a chance to stretch their legs. Serge Damso finishes stage 3 in 5 minutes and 26 seconds, 4 seconds off the time set by Sarah van der Merwe, who narrowly leads the event on the score sheets by 4 seconds. Almost predictably, car IV suffers a puncture early on in stage 4. Sarah and France are forced to change the wheel and lose a massive 3 minutes in the process. With a 4-minute dust gap between cars, Volkswagen's Jannie Habig suddenly finds himself a minute behind Sarah on the road and driving in his dust. At the service point after the stage, Sarah van der Merwe is not a happy chappy. The fact that stage 4 was responsible for dropping him down the leaderboard may seem like an ironic twist of fate to most, but to the superstitious van der Merwe, it's all too much, and he rips the IV letters off the doors to show his frustration. After the Ford's misfortune, Nick de Waal and Guy Hodgson in their Nissan Sentra suddenly find themselves leading the rally. Teammates Hannes Grobler and Douglas Judd 1 second behind them.
Sorry? How much between Nick and you on before this one? Roughly 1 second.
Stage 6 sees the first of the forest stages, and the road conditions change from dust to mud. Still first on the road, Hannes starts the stage. We join the crew in car to witness the tight twists and bends for ourselves. Surface conditions vary continually, 1 second wet and the next dry. The correct tyre selection is vital to ensure maximum grip and, even more importantly, traction to get the power to the wheels. One small miscalculation between throttle and steering wheel and the Sentra slides into the bank. Fortunately, the damage is slight and the time lost minimal. Their teammates are not that fortunate.
The start is 400 meters back.
The start?
Yeah. See if you can organize petrol.
Down there?
Yeah.
Deep in stage 6, the leading Nissan is out of fuel and fast running out of time. With their tank bone dry and the right rear tyre near flat, the crew only just reached the time control at the end of the stage. Having radioed for help, fuel is brought in by the service crew.
Okay. Yeah. Have you got your clock? Your clock here.
We must stop there.
Okay.
With a full 5 minutes of valuable stage time lost, Nick and Guy are out of contention and eventually out of the rally.
Nick, a good run up until stage 6 and then disaster.
Yeah, we were leading the rally, but then we picked up a problem in that the exhaust pipe burnt a little hole in the fuel tank, and we wouldn't risk the car going up in flames with fuel spilling onto the exhaust pipe. So we decided to withdraw.
Serge Damso consequently grabs the lead and uses the remaining stages to the regroup, slowly building on it. Having won stages 6, 7 and 8, Glyn Hall and Martin Botha rocket into second place, knocking Hannes and Douglas down to third, just 1 second ahead of a charging Enzo Kuhn. Having driven illegally for 5 stages without numbers, Sarel is fined by the officials and warned to replace them or be disqualified. Determined not to have the number 4 on his doors, Sarel makes the decision final by driving out of the holding area ahead of time, thereby effecting an automatic disqualification. Under crimson dawn skies, the new leaders, Serge Damso and Vito Bonafide, take up their leading position on the road and head the remaining 26 cars into stage 10. Having beaten Serge in 3 out of the last 4 stages, Glyn Hall takes up the challenge and takes a further 6 seconds off Serge on stage 10.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! 300 slot left!
We join Glyn Hall and Martin Botha in their Ford Sassel Laser as they blast into stage 12. With Sarel and France out of the event, this crew must now carry the full burden of the Ford team's efforts.
$100 slot right, 50.
Just 2.5 kilometers into the stage, Lady Luck delivers a bitter blow. Thrown into the air after hitting a tree stump, the car rolls twice, ending a fine drive by the Ford crew. While the fight for the lead is short-lived, the fight that was for 3rd position now becomes for 2nd place, and the pace visibly hots up. A dejected Glyn Hall and Martin Botha emerge from the forest, but are not alone, as behind them on the road in stage 10, Leon Botha and Francois Jordan do a similar trick for the crowd. This footage courtesy of Sarel Sillier of Jeffreys Bay. Right behind the Class A cars, Eric Sanders and Thilo van Westenhagen are outperforming the Class B cars in their front-wheel drive Class C Toyota Conquests. Behind Sanders and leading Class B by over a minute, Jurgen Snell and Marty Olivier have fought off a strong challenge from Paolo Piazza Musso and Neil Watt, seen here going horribly wrong in stage 12. Toyota is making no mistakes, and by stage 15, Serge and Vito have a solid lead over the fight going on behind for 2nd place. Despite his lead, Serge has posted the fastest times on stages 12, 13 and 14, setting an unrelenting pace ahead of a very talented field. Still 2nd on the road, but now demoted to 3rd place on the score sheet, Hannes fights a determined Enzo Kuhn for the valuable 2nd spot. Driving at the limit, Enzo's effort is visibly obvious as he throws the 4-wheel drive Conquest through the bends. Stage by stage, the young driver opens the gap slowly, securing Toyota's chance of a 1st and 2nd overall. Having had a bad start to the event, Volkswagen's Jannie Habig finds form late in the day, his charging pace coming too late to be of any effect. His teammates Johan Evertse and Peter Cuffley bring up the rear guard of the remaining 5 Class A cars. Running now 4th and 5th respectively, the Golf Synchros have overcome niggling faults to stay in the running and in the points. Driving a brilliant rally, Eric Sanders, 6th overall and well in command of Class C. At the final regroup in Uitenhage, a tired but relaxed Toyota crew booked their conquest into the Parc Fermé, confident that only a major disaster could now rob them of a victory. The remaining 3 stages take the rally via dispatch and into the Port Elizabeth municipal area. The stages are short and in total make up only 9 kilometers of special stage distance. With nothing more to prove, Serge backs off the pace, intent on getting the Toyota to the end and a certain victory. The taste of the champagne is as sweet as the victory itself. Of the 5 rallies already run, Serge and Vito have now won 3. A good effort by Enzo and Johan earned Toyota the much-prized 1st and 2nd overall. Hannes and Douglas finished 3rd ahead of the 2 Golfs. Nel and Olivier win Class B behind the Class C winners Eric Sanders and Thilo van Westenhagen. Chart van der Walt and Jacob van der Linde take Class D honours.